that story. The Bedouins are still doing the same today, like they did in the past, looking for antiquities and selling them in the markets. So, bottom line, they found something looking like a cistern. They threw stone inside. They heard broken pottery, so they knew pottery, hoard, coins. That's what they came in their minds. Hoard, silver, gold, who knows? They went to the encampment, they brought ropes, went down, and they started to break. There were dozens of jars like that. They broke them one after the other, but none of them had gold nor silver. They were very disappointed. There was something like leather inside, rolls and rolls, that smells bad. They were really frustrated. Then they decided they will not break more. Maybe they can get some money out of the jars. And the inside smells so much, better leave them closed. And they brought them to an antique dealer who was a shoemaker. That means just part-time antique dealer in Bethlehem called Kando. And that Kando is not an archaeologist, but he knows he has something in his hand. And especially, it's not the jar that interests him, it's the scrolls inside. And he gives them a generous sum of $650. And never believe they will get so much money for that. You know, it's maybe $2,000 of today. We're talking of 1947, just at the eve of the War of Independence. And this Kando guy calls, Kando is short for Alexander. So he's an Arab Christian, lives in Bethlehem. He calls Professor Eliezer Sukenik from the Hebrew University, an old gentleman that he was a linguist. And he tells him, look, come, I have something written for you. Eliezer Sukenik comes and almost dies of a heart attack. Just at a glance, you see the shape of the letters. You see the text itself. And he knows it's something biblical from the shape of the letters. He knows it's something that at least 2,000 years old. He buys them from Kando and asks him, if you get more, call me. Kando promises, but he never kept his promise, because when the Bedouins bring another lot, the war has started, Jerusalem is besieged, and Eliezer Sukenik cannot come to Bethlehem. Bethlehem is in the hands of the Jordanians. And he died soon after. Very, very sad that he missed these scrolls. But he made his son promise that he will try to get the next lot. His son himself, very famous archaeologist, he's the one who excavated Masada, so he's worldly renowned. Yigal Yadin. Yigal Yadin keeps track of these scrolls. You know what happened to the scrolls? No, Kando wants to make money, so he found another client, a priest from one of the small Syrian communities of Jerusalem. His name was, his title Mar Samuel. Mar Samuel buys them. We think it's about $2,000 or something like that. 4 scrolls. One of them is a famous scroll of Isaiah, one that's complete. And because the war is all over and he has like a kind of diplomatic passport, he just spirits them away from the airport and goes to New York. There he showed them to university and others to get them appraised, and he gets. First people say, some say it's authentic, some say it's not authentic. That's the first time they call them the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's in America. Now he knows that he has a really big treasure in hands. He asked $1 million for these 4 scrolls. $1 million. And what is completely crazy is that in the rich America of the 1950s, early 1950s, you know, after the war and everything, there's no one who wants to pay $1 million for the scrolls. No one. We are passing, look at the gorge to the right, and this valley here, is that the Kidron? Remember the Kidron from Jerusalem? And here, at the Dead Sea. Some of the sewage is running there to the Dead Sea too. By the way, the sewage is less dense than the Dead Sea, so it floats on the surface. So when you go to the water, you have the layer of sewage on top, and below is clean. So just stay below. Or when you come out, you can coat it. That's sad.